Hello guys, it's Miss Garcia. Welcome to Math City with Miss G. In this video, we are going to talk about law of cosines. Just like law of sines, the law of cosines can be used to find the missing side lengths and the missing angle measurement for any triangle. We are given with a triangle on the screen. Let's use this to come up with an equation. So if you look at the angles, the vertex of each angle is named with capital letters. So we've got angle A, angle B, and angle C. Well, if we look at the opposites of each of the angles, they are named the same letter, but they are small letters. So each of the sides corresponds to its angle. So let's use this to come up with a working formula. So for example, if A is missing or angle A is missing, then we are going to use this formula. A squared equals, we're going to square the other two sides. B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times the angle cosine A. If B is missing, side B or angle B is missing, then we'll use this formula. B squared equals, square the other two sides, A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine B. And the last side, which is C, so C squared equals B squared plus A squared, or switch these two, doesn't matter, minus 2 BA or AB times cosine C. Let's use this formula to find the missing side of this problem. First thing we need to do is to label the given. So we're given with an angle. I want to make this as my A. Opposite to the angle is small letter A. Then the other two sides are going to be my B and C. I want to make the 7 as B and 12 as C. Question: can the letters switch? Yes, they can, but make sure the angle, for example, A, if this is the angle and that's capital letter, the opposite to that angle must be small letter A. All right, let's write the formula to guide us. So A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2ABC times cosine A. Let's substitute the information that is given. So my A is X. I'll square that. B is 7. C is 12. 2 times 7 times 12 cosine the angle, which is 65. Now, if you have noticed, all of these can be placed and typed in the calculator. So if you're using a scientific calculator, make sure, or any calculator basically, make sure the mode of your calculator is in degree mode. All right, so I need you to type this in your calculator. 7 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 times 7 times 12 times cosine 65. So if you get a bunch of decimal numbers, we get the same thing. So 122.000132. Remember, we need to get the x by itself. So we're going to extract the square roots on both sides. And if we are to get a whole number as an answer, so we will have x equals, which is equal to 11. So x is 11. Let's try another problem. All right, first we're going to label the given. So we have this angle. I'll make that as my angle A. Opposite is going to be my little a. The other two are B and C. So I'll make this my B and this would be my C. So again, the formula for finding when A is missing is A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. All right, so my A is X equals B is 25 plus 20 square 2 times B times C, and cosine the angle is 108. All right, we're going to put this in the calculator, and you should get 1,334.016994. We're going to extract the square roots of both sides, and x is equal to 36.524. If we are to round it to a whole number, we will have x equals 37. All right, let us try and find this time the missing angle. So first, we're going to label the given information. So we have angle, again, a missing angle. So I'm going to name this as my A, and then its corresponding side is my little a. And I want to make my 12 as B and 11 as my C. So my working equation would be A squared equals, same as the one that we have been using, because I made my angles be A, capital letter A, minus 2BC times cosine A. So my A is 7 equals 12 squared, C is 11 minus 2 times 12 times 11 times cosine x. The x is missing, which is the angle we're trying to find. Let's simplify. 7 squared is 49. Adding the squares of these two numbers, that will give us 265. And then multiplying these three numbers, that will be minus 264. We're going to bring down cosine x. Notice that this expression right here, this expression, they are together. Just like when we are dealing with a linear equation, when we have, let's say, 2x, so the 2 is attached to the x. So we can't separate these two together. Okay, so that means we need to do something first with 265. We need to get rid of 265. And in order to do that, we're going to do inverse of 265. So that would be minus 265 on both sides. And this will give us 49 minus 265 is negative 216 equals, we're going to drop negative 264 cosine x. Now this time, we are going to divide both sides by negative 264. So this cancels out. We are left with cosine x, and then the decimal. So we're going to use 4 decimal places. So we're going to have 0.8182. You can keep it this way, or you can flip it the other way. Cosine x equals 0.8182, just to make sure that the x is on the left side of the equation. So remember, we're trying to find the value of x, and x is an angle. So we're going to take inverse of cosine. So we will have x equals, then inverse, we're moving cosine over into the other side because we're finding the value of x. So inverse cosine, we drop the number that we have, 0.8182. We type this in our calculator. If we are to use tenths place, then our answer is going to be 35.1 degrees, or 35 degrees if we're to round it to the nearest integer. Let's try one more problem. Okay, first thing that we need to do is to label. Let's label the given information. I want to make my x as my big A. You might be asking why I keep using big A, because then I'll be using the same formula. You could use another formula. Make the given angle as big B or big C. So, and we will still come up with the same answer. So if that's my big A, opposite is small a. The other two are B and C. So I'm going to make this my B, and this would be my C. Let me write the formula. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. Let's substitute. A is 35 squared equals 24 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 24 times 16 times cosine x, because the x is the angle. Let's simplify. 35 squared is 1,225 equals, the sum of the squares of these two numbers is 576, and the product of these three numbers is 200. That would be, nope, not 200. Oops, sorry. I made a mistake. Apologies. So this right here, if we are to add, that's not the product of the two. That's just squaring 24. So the sum of the squares of 24 squared plus 16 squared should be 832. And then the product of these three numbers, the next three numbers, is 700. Negative 768. We're going to drop cosine x. All right, so again, we want to get rid of 832 first. So 832, subtract that to both sides. That eliminates 832 on the right side. And we are left with 393 equals negative 768 cosine x. Now we are going to divide both sides by negative 768. And that would be cosine x. And this will give us negative 0.5117. You can switch these two equations. X cosine x equals negative 0.5117. Do you have to switch them? No. I just want to make the unknown on the left-hand side of the equation. It's easier that way. But if it does not bother you, you can keep it on the right side. Now, remember, we're trying to get the x by itself, so we're going to take inverse of cosine, bring this over to the other side, because we are trying to get x by itself. So that would leave x by itself on the left side. Inverse of cosine times negative 0.5117. Therefore, the value of x is going to be 120.8 if we're to use tenths place degrees. I hope you have find value in this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.